What's good, YouTube? It's Aquarius Survive in Privacy. And, I was watching First Take Friday. And, they had John Riddick and Stephen A. Smith and Max and Molly, whatever. Um, there was basically, saying who actually deserves MVP. You know, and, I preached this yesterday. But I mean, it is what it is. The NFL is the NFL is the NFL. So, who do I think deserves to be MVP? Listen, I think it's the same thing as it's the same debate as the NBA. You know, like if your team has the best record, if your best player is playing well, then you should have or you should win the MVP. Now, it's not going to be easy because you go up against other people, other players that did probably 10 times more as you. You know what I'm saying? But, obviously, I think Aaron Rodgers should win it because Aaron Rodgers have more yards. He threw for more yards. He has more touchdowns, and he threw fewer interceptions. I believe Aaron Rodgers have four interceptions this year. Patrick Mahomes has five. Aaron Rodgers have 39 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes has 33. Aaron Rodgers have Aaron Rodgers have thrown for 4,000 yards. Patrick Mahomes is somewhere around that frame. If you look at their record, obviously Patrick Mahomes is 12-1, and the Packers are, I think, 10 10-5 or 10-4, something like that. So it depends. Who's ever playing well these last what 3 games? Yeah, these last 3 games, whoever plays well is gonna win. Simple as that. If Aaron Rodgers throws for more touchdowns, let's say tonight, at 10:30, he plays who? Forgot who he plays. I think he plays the Panthers. If he throws for like 5 touchdowns, just wrap it up and give it to Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Because I know Patrick Mahomes is gonna struggle against that. Because here's the thing: sometimes when NFC teams face NFC, when AFC teams face NFC or NFC teams, the AFC team kind of struggles a little bit. That's like the Giants. That's like the Giants back in the day. Like every time the Giants face, or every time the Patriots face the Giants, they always struggle. It's always a tight game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's never a cakewalk. It's never a blowout like, how the Chiefs would face, the Jaguars or the Jets. You know what I'm saying? So, and the Saints defense is solid. The Saints defense is not really that bad. No. I mean, obviously they're just missing Drew Brees, but I'm pretty sure Drew Brees should be back. To that, it should be back. But I mean, like I said, man, just give it to Aaron Rodgers if he plays lights out tonight. Which I expect he will. I don't see the Packers slowing down. I don't see the Packers slowing down at all. But Patrick Mahomes, I think he's going to struggle a little bit against the Saints defense. You know, um, and then obviously and then the Kansas City defense is going to have to get ready for, you know, Taysom Hill. You know what I'm saying? That's if he plays. You know what I'm saying? Because there's reports that Drew Brees may play in that game. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be a Super Bowl preview. You know what I'm saying? Saints versus the Chiefs. Drew Brees versus, Drew Brees versus Patrick Mahomes. And Drew Brees only had one playoff victory. I mean, one Super Bowl victory. After that, he's never been back. Since that, what was that? '09? Yeah, '09 season. So it's been 10 years. Let me see. 09, 010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, probably it's been like 12 years since he's been back to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, who knows? Maybe he's probably on his way out. You know what I'm saying? It's always a hot team. You can always, see who's the hot team. You know what I'm saying? Like you can always, well, not you, but for me, I can always see who's the hot team. You know what I'm saying? Like the LA Rams. I'm pretty sure they obviously probably watched that Super Bowl against the Patriots like 20 times, you know? And then they finally understood what took, I mean, what it took to be a champion or what it takes to, be in that position again. You know what I'm saying? But, I think Patrick Mahomes is going to struggle against the Saints. I mean, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since Patrick Mahomes faced great competition. Since he's in the AFC, that I mean, obviously, who's in the NFC is very competitive. To be honest with you, like the Steelers don't look like a team that won 15 games. If you look at the Steelers' schedule, all those teams were very bad last year. The Jets, the Jaguars. The Texans, even though the Texans made the playoffs last year, look at them now. You know what I'm saying? They obviously eliminated, but you see the difference. Titans are not really that bad, but they rely on Derrick Henry too much. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not Adrian Peterson. And that's a fair comparison because the Vikings never had a good passing game. It was the Vikings was always a run oriented team when they had AP. You know what I'm saying? Just give the rock to AP. You know what I'm saying? That's why he won this. That's why I think he was. Yeah, he was the last player to win this the MVP. Because he had a great career. I mean, he had a great year that year. But I mean, like I said, the Titans rely on Derrick Henry too much. Like nobody, the Browns, they're up and down. You know what I'm saying? Even though they be fighting very close, they be into the end. They be fighting tooth and nail to the end. You know what I'm saying? Like I think this is the second time we scored like 40 points. You know what I'm saying? Like like usually when you say the Browns scored 40 points, like what? Like, but obviously, they're on the come up. You know what I'm saying? The Chargers, if they can get their act together, next year, they're probably going to be a problem. But, the NFC, the AFC is always going to be the AFC. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if, Tom Brady would have stayed in the AFC, which I think he should have done, then it would have probably been Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes, for the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is. So yeah, man, I just think that Patrick Mahomes is not going to win back-to-back MVPs. I'm just sorry. He can win a championship, but to win back-to-back MVPs and to win a championship, if he even gets to a championship, you know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy how, like, the Packers in 2010, when they won a championship, they never went back. The Saints, like I said, back in '09, you know, when they won their first championship, they never gone back. You know, Ben Roethlisberger, when he lost in the Super Bowl against Aaron Rodgers, he never went back. So I mean, I'm not saying that it's hard, but you see the side effects on these teams. You know what I'm saying? Like the Chiefs have no side effect whatsoever. Like nobody's hurt. Nobody's on the news saying stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like like they never missed the beat. But maybe their luck might run out in the playoffs. You know, because they're playing with house money right now, and Everybody thinks that, oh, they could just flip the switch and then they're just playing around. This, like, listen, the Chiefs' offense is not that difficult to understand if you know football. Okay, it's not. Just get after Patrick Mahomes, contain him, because if you really dissect Patrick Mahomes, he's not the fastest quarterback. Okay, he's not the fastest. Does he have a bigger arm? No. But what does he have is he has toughness and he has a better IQ. You know what I'm saying? He has a better football IQ. You know? That's the only thing he has. You know? Like he's slow as hell. Okay? Because I've seen him run. He's not that fast. I would pick Lamar Jackson 20 times over, Patrick Mahomes if you're running the football. You know? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Sadly, Lamar Jackson will never win a Super Bowl, but he'll probably win a lot of MVPs though. You know. Um, Now, can he get to the Super Bowl? Of course he can. But will he win it? No, because that's how the NFL is wired. Like they don't want a African American quarterback to hoist the Lombardi trophy. You know what I'm saying? Even though they obviously gave it to Patrick Mahomes, but Patrick Mahomes is white and black. You know what I'm saying? Like he's mixed, black and white. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have given it to Cam Newton when he faced against Peyton Manning. But obviously Peyton Manning was going out, was obviously retiring. So, you know what I'm saying? Ray Lewis, they could have, the 49ers versus the Ravens. They could have given it to Colin Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? But Kaepernick was still young. And obviously Ray Lewis that was his last game. So you can say, you can say the NFL is not racist. Like I don't really give two rips. With my eyes, I know what the NFL stands for. Like if the NFL wasn't anti-black, African American, they would have let not Cam Newton, they would have let Colin Kaepernick back in the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it that these teams are handing out tryouts? He's going there, trying out, but they don't give him a call. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't call his agent to say, yo, we would like to sign such and such, rather than going to your fourth string quarterback. Or I remember when the Dolphins was running out of quarterbacks. They didn't have no quarterbacks. Tannehill was the quarterback at the time, right? And he was I believe he was out for the season with a shoulder injury. They didn't call Kaepernick. The first person they called was Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler. Obviously, Jay Cutler declined it, but obviously they had to, go back. They had to go back. They had to go dive into their bench to, pull, a quarterback that haven't played or don't know the system. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But anyways, I just think that Aaron Rodgers deserves it. He's been playing lights out. You know what I'm saying? Usually the MVP goes to the person with the better stats, right? Better stats, you know? But obviously, they're going to give it to Patrick Mahomes because, it's not a popularity contest. You know what I'm saying? Just because you have great stats doesn't mean that, you're always going to win the MVP. You know what I'm saying? Like, look how many games the Green Bay Packers lost, supposed to how many games you know, KC won. KC lost, I should say. They only lost one game. They 12-1. So are you gonna give the MVP because the Chiefs have a better record? Like are they basing it off of records or production or stats? Because if it's record wise, you obviously giving it to the Chiefs. If it's production, you giving it to the pack. I mean, you giving it to A-Rod. If it's stats, obviously you giving it to A-Rod because A-Rod has the better stats. You know, so I just think that the NFL, they just at this point I mean, sports is so watered down these days. They don't even give a rip no more. Like they'll just give it to they'll just give it to anybody. Because people don't necessarily pay attention to sports these days. You know what I'm saying? It's either they're making music or they're busy with their lives doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, who has time to just sit there every single Sunday? You know what I'm saying? Unless you're a sport head, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're a sport junkie, then, like, nobody's going to care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be telling people this all the time. Like, who's your favorite team? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like I be asking people like I be asking random people like, who's your team? Like, what do you mean in the NFL? Oh, I don't know. I don't watch it. I just I'll just go for whoever. That's their question. That's their answer every time. Now like I said, you might get junkheads, you might get sport junkies that have their favorite teams or they rep their favorite teams since '04 or '05 or '06 or '07, and then you might get people like the ones I just said who just don't necessarily pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that goes for basketball or football. I mean, ain't no you know ain't no borderline there. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I've been said that for, I mean, yeah, at least the NBA, they'll be honest and say, okay, I mess with the Suns. I like the, Pelicans. I like the, you know what I'm saying? Like they won't just say, oh, I don't know. I just vote for whoever. You know what I'm saying? But you see the difference. You know what I'm saying? Because basketball is a more global game. You know what I'm saying? Like you have so many teams, so many up and rising teams, not up and rising, but so many up and coming superstars. You know what I'm saying? Like John Morant t-shirt is selling crazy. Like John Morant t-shirt is probably, I'll probably say in jersey sales, John Morant's probably fifth. Patrick Mahomes is 12th. 12th. So the NBA is killing the NFL in jersey sales. That's crazy. I mean, but I mean, it is what it is. But if you think who deserves, I mean, who do you think deserves to win MVP? Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson is probably in the conversation as well. Patrick Mahomes, Ben Roethlisberger. You know what I'm saying? So like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. I will put the video in the description box down below.